I would say at the age of 6 or 7, I really became interested in sports in general. Mostly sandlot pickup games and just things to keep me active. I really didn't have any personal goals for a professional career at that time. I was just kind of having fun. As I got into high school, I began to think about it more as a career as it began to get more organized, and there began to be more pressure to win and more pressure to do well, and I sensed that I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed the fun of the game, but I enjoyed the pressure to do well and the pressure to excel. And as I went on into college, I really began to turn towards football. I think I was very fortunate to play at a school, at Youngstown State University, where the coach let me do what I wanted to do, and that was throw the football. And you know, a lot of guys go to schools for different reasons, but I went to school there because the coach was going to let me throw the football, and that was important to me, as well as get an education, which is without a doubt the most important thing. But things worked out real well for me, and after that I was drafted in 1973 by the Los Angeles Rams in the second round. And for a guy coming out of a small school such as Youngstown State, it was a real honor to be drafted that high. And I spent 4 years in Los Angeles, and they were good learning experience years. And I was fortunate to play under a fine coach there in Chuck Knox and a fine organization. And in 1976, I was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles for Charlie Young, and I couldn't be happier. It's probably, it's probably the best 3 years I've had in my life, 3 years here in Philadelphia. I do a lot of things, but for the most part, football is my life. And here in Philadelphia, we have a difficult off-season conditioning program, which demands a lot of our time in the off-season. I think most people seem to think that as a football player, you just show up on Sunday and play your game. It's very, very far from that. You have to put a lot of hours in during the week and a lot of hours in during the off-season. So we consider it about 11 months and 2 weeks job for us, and we really don't get that much free time. But in my free time, I'm very fortunate to have a great wife and 2 beautiful kids, and they take up a lot of my time. And I like to spend as much time with them as possible because they're the people I love very much, and I like to spend a lot of time with them. And at times it's very difficult because my job can be very demanding, but I try to give them as much time as possible. As a professional athlete, you're just endowed with great responsibility. You've got number one, a responsibility to yourself. Number two, the responsibility to your team and your organization, and then it goes beyond that, responsibility to your family, and then the responsibility to the fans, because the fans are actually the people that they pay their hard-earned dollars to go see you perform, and you have a responsibility to them to do well. But there's tremendous pressure, not only on, say, as myself, dropping back and completing a pass, but there's a tremendous mental pressure to prepare for each week. It's very difficult to become a pro athlete. I think for young boys and girls at say, a younger age, they should be playing the game to have fun. And I try to stress this to everyone I talk to, that when you're at a young age, play the game to enjoy it. If you're fortunate enough to have the God-given talent and the willpower to become a professional athlete, then go ahead at a later age, try to do the best you can to achieve those goals. But at a younger age, I think you should get involved in all different sports. Don't say, hey, I want to be a pro football player and block out everything else. I think if you have some God-given athletic ability, I think you should play all kinds of sports. There's a tremendous carryover value in other sports that can carry over to other sports. And I was fortunate, like I said, I've played baseball and basketball and ran track and different things like that. And I think all these things had a tremendous help to me to become a professional football player. So if I could tell young boys and girls, just play everything and have fun.